Okay, we're going to be doing factoring this week, and this is a review from Algebra 1, but we're going to show you a new way to factor this year. If you're super good at the box method you learned last year, go ahead, but I'm going to show you a new way that I think is easier, and I think you might like more. So we're going to start off the same way. Here's my example, and I'm going to start by making a little table. And I do A times C, so I take whatever's this first one, times C, and it has to include the negative, and I multiply those together and I make a little table. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Then I'm going to make a little table of the factors. So 1 times 9, always start off with 1 times whatever. 1 times 9. Then I'm going to do 2 doesn't work, 2 doesn't divide evenly. 3 works, 3 times 3. And as soon as you get one that repeats, you can stop. I'm looking for 2 of these. If it says minus here, I'm looking for 2 of these I can subtract to get the middle number. Well, it has to be 1 and 9, and which one of these needs to be negative to make a positive 8? Well, it needs to be negative 1. So these are my 2 numbers I chose. Now here's what you do. So I picked my 2 numbers. I picked my numbers here on my thing, and they equaled the middle one here. These 2, if I put them together, they equal the middle one. Then I write it out like this. I take these 2 things, I'm going to write them like this. So I'm going to have x, and this plus or minus sign just means whatever the plus or minus is here. So this one is minus 1, and this one is plus 9. That's easy enough so far. Then notice that it also has divide by a. So I come back and I take whatever my a was originally, which in our case is 3, and I have to divide both of these by 3. That's this part. Then it says, does each one of these right here, does it divide evenly? So, it says, this first one, does 1 over 3 divide evenly? No. So I move the a out front. So this one, I move it out front. This is why we call it bottom up. So we're going to take this bottom and we're going to move it up there. So this one is 3x minus 1. This one, does this one divide evenly? Yes. Then you just divide it and you're done. So 9 divided by 3 is 3 and you're done. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, here's my example. Pause it if you need to copy it down. And the whole key to getting these to work is to do this little table to begin with. So we start off and we do A times C. A times C is 20. It goes here. Then I do my table. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 3 doesn't work, 4 and 5. Then I would do 5 times 4. Oh, look, that repeats, so I can stop. Then, which one equals B? Which one is going to equal B here? Well, it's 4 times 5, so that's the one I'm going to pick. And this is all positive, so these are going to be positive. So then I'm going to write it down like this. X plus 4 and x plus 5. And then don't forget you have to do the divide by a. My a was 2, so I'm going to divide. That's this step. Now this step, does it divide evenly? Does this one divide evenly? 4 divided by 2? Yes, it does. That's 2, divide and you're done. Does this one divide evenly? No, so this is the bottom up. You move it from the bottom up here. 2x plus 5. All right, let's do one more. Two x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, first step, we have to make the table. 2 times 6 is 12. I'm going to do my factors. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 4 and 3. Oops, that repeats, so I'm done. Which ones get me the 7? Well, that's 3 times 4. So I'm going to write it down. X plus 3 and x plus 4 and divide by a. Then decide if it divides evenly. Does this divide evenly? Nope. So I bottoms up. 2x plus 3. Does this divide evenly? Yes, it does. So x plus 2, and I'm done. Okay, we're going to do one more. 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. First step, make the table. Moved out of the way. First step, make the table. 6 times 2. This is 12. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 4 and 3. Oops, that repeats, so I'm done. What's going to get me a negative 7? Well, 3 and 4 would get me positive 7. But to get a negative, I need both of these guys to be negative. Negative 3 and negative 4 makes negative 7. Okay, that's the one I need. So then, I'm going to write out my problem, write it like this. X minus 3 and x minus 4, and divide by a. A happens to be 6. And I'm checking if they divide evenly, and neither one of these is going to divide evenly. So the only extra thing I have to do is, before I can move it up, I need to reduce these fractions. 3 over 6 reduces to 1 over 2, and 4 over 6 reduces to 2 over 3. Now I can move it up like this one. This is going to move up over there, 2x minus 1. This one's going to move up over there, 3x minus 2.